Hey guys, John here. I just want to take a minute and talk about one of my favorite rotational exercises. It could be especially effective for Highland Games weight for distance. Carries over to all other basic rotational throwing movements where we have that kinetic chain from the hip, the foot, the knee, all that has to go up the chain and work. Or anybody that's doing a rotational movement that just wants some rotational power in their arsenal as well, that's going to carry over nicely. So a couple different options, and I like a soft, relatively soft ball. I don't like a really heavy bouncy ball. I like something that I can throw really hard into the wall and it's just going to bounce basically right back to me. I don't have to worry about catching it at too many weird angles. I just have this mat on the wall just for a little extra, a little quieter, a little extra safety in there too. So good to have some options. And this is just a slam ball basically. This one's a little lighter. Basically, again, getting ready for weight for distance. Say kind of that training effect. This is a 6 kilogram ball, so about 13 pounds or so. This heavier one's about 20. 20 is about the heaviest I would go to really focus on that power aspect for, say, myself, training for more that 28 for distance, that power. Or again, rotational athletes, depending on the athlete, say somebody's just swinging a golf club or baseball bat, they may only need to go up 3 kilos to maybe 6 kilos, depending, again, the purpose of quality movement, speed, things like that. So again, good to have some options and understand the reason of why we're training that movement. So again, starting here, we talk about really training through that kinetic chain and getting that rotation. So my weight's back a little bit. My hands are just like hooks holding out here. I'm gonna turn this right foot first, really focus on this foot turn and having a nice surface that we can be on too. This isn't actually throwing a shoe, but it's real flat, minimal kind of shoe. So I can really focus on this rotation component and get an easy turn of that foot. Actually wearing throwing shoes or being on a real cement type of surface works really well to really get that honed in and not have to kind of fight the ground conditions and create that optimal surface. So foot first, knee and hip. So really exaggerate this foot, knee and hip. Feel this nice rotation, this nice push through my glute. This left leg here, or vice versa if I was left-handed, this left leg is blocking or basically straightening out here as I finish and being solid, being extended, while my feet, ideally I want my feet to be pointing in this direction when I finish. So I'm not just stuck here or I'm not rotating from here. We'll show you a little regression, actually starting point, to make sure more of a stability exercise, we call it anti-rotation. Make sure we can handle this force first. So I'm actually just going to be tossing here into the wall, trying to keep this cylinder, keep this all stable first. So we want to make sure we got that stability first before we add power. Like we always say, mobility, stability, and then we add strength or some combination up that chain. Like we like to say, can't fire that cannon out of the canoe or that rowboat too. So and we can go up and make sure we own this first. Usually I wouldn't go really heavy with that, but our next phase, or my real training phase, I'm gonna focus on that rotation. And I can even exaggerate this a little bit too. So I'm really turning this first. Arms are just out long like hooks. Torso's up, and as I finish, I'm gonna stand proud and really push this hip over. Again, feel this stretch, okay? So, see how I really exaggerate this foot, and then I push off into that. Really push, think about pushing my hip into the wall. The side effect is just that kind of whip of the ball actually falling through, hitting the wall here. It's not going to probably feel as good on your left side, but it is a really good chance to get your body a little back in alignment. If you're always throwing off of one side, even with golfers and any other rotational sport athlete, to really hone that in and be able to get some of the same feeling on that left side, really valuable, especially to injury prevention wise, keep you safe and stable off season, at least get rid of some of that and balance and kind of unwind some of that. So hopefully that makes sense and gives you a good outlook on that rotational ball slide.